So we worked for, quite frankly, almost 2 years, and the net result of that task force was the development of a request for proposal document that would be made available to private sector development teams. KDC Development was named as the master developer for this project. And one of the things that we were really encouraged by, and this is going to be perhaps the jumping off point for me to introduce Randy, it was not just KDC, but a very strong development team that represented a significant amount of breadth and depth and expertise. But we were really impressed by the team that was brought together, as well as some of the concepts that were proposed by KDC. So it is my pleasure at this point to introduce to you the Senior Vice President for KDC Development, Randy Doran.
Let me first talk a little bit about KDC. We were headquartered in California until 2001, and we relocated our headquarters to Dallas, Texas, and changed our name from Coal Development Company to KDC. I'm a 1983 graduate of Western Michigan, and have been very interested in the status of the East Campus buildings. Obviously, I had classes there, and so it was always been on my radar screen for the last 10 to 12 years about what we're going to do with these buildings, we being the university. And as we walked through the buildings on our numerous tours, we being our team, were very impressed with the condition of the buildings. There is very little water infiltration. The university's done a great job of pushing the water from the roofs, not just to the base, but really away from the building, so the basements, for the most part, don't leak. So the overall structure is in all the buildings is in what I would consider a very good condition. One of the things that I think is very important, especially for this project, but in Michigan in general, is that we look to ourselves to bring us up out of this economic downturn that we're in. That doesn't mean looking to Illinois or Ohio contractors or the cheapest alternative. It means looking to our own Michigan-based contractors and engineers and architects to help us solve our own and create jobs from within. I will tell you that both Granger and Tower Pinkstra have put a tremendous amount of time and effort into this project, and money also, and I'm very, very appreciative of everything that they've done for us. What we started to focus in on was a new market that is really starting to open up across the U.S., which is called boutique hotels. So we looked at that. They're usually smaller in the 50 to 100 room range, and whether that makes sense for us, and at what level. Would it be a 4-diamond to 5-diamond limited service? We were asked to look at was the original gymnasium in East Hall on the north side, and if possible, the atrium area on the south side of East Hall, and whether we could maintain those in our renovation. And we quickly found out if we looked at East Hall as a boutique hotel, we could do that. We could take the atrium area and make that into a conference center and some breakout rooms and some sort of possible food and beverage operation on one of the floors. And we could also do the same thing in the gymnasium area and fine-tune and renovate that into a health club facility that would service the guests of the hotel and possibly residents of the surrounding area. Right now, we're really just waiting on the paperwork to come in from Lansing so that we can wrap up our application for the various brownfield and MEDC grants and credits that are out there. We have a meeting in the next few weeks regarding new market tax credits. I want to make sure that we convey, when I say we, both Bob and I convey that what was important to this team and what was important to the university was that the original design and the fact that this is the birthplace of Western Michigan University was a theme throughout our proposal, that, coming through with a wrecking ball was not an option, and that trying to do something short of a historical renovation from top to bottom, but something that really maintained the architectural elements that are in place right now would continue with the renovation. And I think that we are at a point where we can confidently say that that will happen if this project does get going and when it gets going. And I think that both the university and the public will be very pleased with the overall efforts and the final product.